So I'm not a bodywork guy, but today we are doing bodywork. Shouldn't say today. This morning we're doing bodywork because it's not going to take very long to do on the Dodge Ford swap. So someone had some stupid stuff here. Looks like a police light was here. I'm not sure what was mounted here. Something else was mounted all the way across here, probably one of them chrome bars. And then we have lights. So today we are filling and grinding off any of the holes that we're not using. Obviously the body shop will do the final blocking and work on it, but we are going to fill and grind these small holes off because we are going to install 6.0 powestroke lights all the way across here that match the powestroke motor that will be inside of this Dodge truck that will use a full Dodge interior. You can see it here, full Dodge interior, full Dodge body of a first-gen Ram, 6.0 powestroke. That's just a mock-up engine. It's gonna have 1,000 horsepower billet 6.0 in here when it's done. This truck will be absolutely beautiful when it's done, and I get to put my name on it, so fucking sweet. So now I'll show you guys how big this truck really is, okay? So standing here in my Nikes, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1", okay? This is where the fender is, okay? Which means this fender is about 5'10". The fucking suspension can literally just fit my shoe underneath it. That's how big this truck is. So technically, this is getting a 40-inch wheel. So this is gonna be about 25 inches taller than what it is now. So this fender here will be over 7 feet tall when this truck is done. Imagine having to work on this fucking thing. Okay, so today I'm going to make a video on how to install 6.0 powestroke cab lights on a early 90s Ram cab, okay? So step one, and I'm not a body guy, but I can do the beginning parts. So step one is you need to weld all the holes shut in the cab except for the main hole, because the cab lights are different size, so we're gonna have to drill all new holes, and the cab bolts bolt from the bottom. So after we get this all cleaned up, and we're gonna drill pilot holes through the top into the bottom part of the roof, into here, and then we will basically use a step-up bit to pilot a bigger hole, so then we'll be able to put the nut through and bolt the cab lights on all the way through. And then we'll fish the harness through all the holes for the 6.0 harness, which in this truck, even though it's a Dodge interior, this truck has a 6.0 powestroke in it. So for that, I might already have the wiring here, so I'm not gonna be able to show you how to wire them in, but that part should be easy. And then like this wire here, this is from the old Dodge cab lights, so all this crap can get yanked out. Obviously you can't do this without doing body work. So if you're not gonna do the body work, don't plan on doing this mod, but this mod will work for any cab light that you want to put on to get rid of these big torpedo lights. After you have this welded and grounded off, you take a string from the far hole to this hole, tape it down, and then you can measure out the spots for the new bolt holes and have them completely square to follow the Dodge factory marks, and then have the lights square from the front of the vehicle, but still following the curve of the truck. Straight. Okay, you can see we drilled the pilot holes for the top and the pilot holes for the bottom. So now we're gonna re-drill the tops to the correct size, so that way there's a little bit of slop to square it up. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna step these up so you can fit the nut through in order to bolt it down. Okay, so as you can see here, these holes have all been drilled out to 5/8. which is a little bit big, but it's just what we had to do because the 10 millimeter nut is the 10 millimeter nut that goes up in there with this 10 mil 1/4 inch socket, it ends up being 9/16. So 5/8 gives you a little bit of room to get the socket in there and not get it stuck. So the next step here is we're going to take the forward harness, which normally starts on the passenger side, but we're going to put it on the driver's side, and we're going to use a tool to fish it up and pull it all the way across, and then plug the lights in. So not too bad, super easy from here. There's enough holes and spots that you can, when you're fishing the harness up, there should be somewhere where you can grab it with a tool to pull it to the next place, whether it's a string, a wire, a fish tape, a grabber, whatever. So that's the next step here.